What is up, ladies and gents? My name is 6 and welcome to an Overwatch Halloween update video. Obviously we're in October, so Halloween and everything, and Overwatch is getting some content as well. I'm gonna go through all of this as fast as possible. It ends November 4, as you can see, and there's 3 weeks until then, and I'm guessing each one will have a challenge to get a certain skin, an epic or legendary. I'm not sure which one it is yet, but I do want to go first over for the patch notes. For actually, I mean, this is the patch, all right. Putting Halloween aside for a second, just look at what they've changed in the game. I think it's been out for quite a while now. I don't. Can we actually see the date here? I'm not sure. It says of like as of today. So this is the most recent patches of today, and things have changed. I think Blizzard finally listens to their community, and it shows here. Okay, that the double shield meta is way too dominant, and the Overwatch players do not like it. And look at the changes they made. Okay, so D.va has regeneration increased for the defense metrics, but the delay before regeneration begins. It's not crucial, but D.va is a bit more responsive now with her matrix, I guess. This is sort of a mixed bag for most of us, but let's just ignore this one. Look at everything from here and below. Orisa, protective barrier cooldown increased from 9 seconds to 10 seconds. I mean, she has to wait 10 seconds each time she deploys a new barrier. And then they comment, Orisa's barrier is often too difficult to deal with. No shit, with Sigma being out. This increased cooldown will make it more reasonable to destroy it before she can replace another one. So Roadhog, scrap gun. Ammunition increased from 5 to 6, allowing him to do more shots. Again, to focus the shields and be a threat at the same time. Sigma. There we go, dudes. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what the community was raging about. Kinetic Grasp no longer blocks chain hooks and whip shots. I'm not sure what a whip shot is. I will look that in later, but a chain hook, I think it's Roadhog's hooks. And honestly, I never really understood why it blocked the hook from the first place, because it doesn't seem like an ability that would block a Roadhog hook, and it just did. So they changed that, so I'm happy about it. Gravity Flux, high gravity effect duration reduced from 1.2 to 0.9 seconds. That's his ultimate, alright? His ultimate, the effect of the getting everyone up and down has reduced by 0.3 seconds, which is nice to have as well. Because it's a bit of too much time, I think, from how much you can just like hover around and just die instantly. His ultimate is just OP, so now it's kind of fixed. Regeneration rate reduced from 175 to 150 to his experimental bear. That's great. His shield was so OP. Now has a 1 second cooldown, so he cannot shield dance as he used to do before, right? It had a 0.2 seconds cast time, but 0.2 seconds and 1 second, obviously five times the time it takes to make a shield for Sigma. So this is good. This is also a nerf, and I explain in here. I'm not gonna read it out, but basically Sigma's OP. This is like the summary here. Sigma's OP, so they nerf him a bit. Luckily they do listen this time, because Brig was broken for a long time after she was released, and they did not change her really until they realized she was bugged, and the community was shouting about it like for ages, and then finally they realize it and then fix it. But it's good to see Sigma is being nerfed pretty quickly after it's been released. Winston, this is beautiful. Duration increased from 6 to 9 seconds for his barrier, alright, and his health increased from 600 to 700. So that is great. More shields for Winston, more dive capabilities, especially with the D.va buff at the start. So dive is getting a bit shifted back into the meta. I see Blizzard, the Overwatch team here, they're trying to get dive to sort of work again. I personally love dive or bunker, each one of those. The double shield meta I really don't like the double shield meta. It's really like, it's not about coordination much. You just put those two barriers up there and try to, I don't know, break them or play around them, and I don't think that's the extent of the game. So I'm happy they're sort of buffing this up and getting some breathing air for Winston to play out there. I'm not getting wrecked each second, because I did play Winston just today on competitive, and my shield was just disappearing in seconds. Alright, 600 health, that's nothing. Okay, 700 might make a difference now, might make enough time for me to get in, get out, you know. But this also is being nerfed in here. The immortality field is decreased by health to 200 from 250. Lucio, I think they're getting the old Lucio back up. I'm not pretty sure about this, but they were considering the 2-2 placements now, from what I realize here. So 2 tanks, and it won't be OP with Lucio being speeding and everything, so no more goats. So they're buffing Lucio back up, so that is nice to have. Also, Mercy is getting a nice buff. The extra beams created by Valkyrie now ignore enemy wares. I think they should have been there from the start, to be honest. I think Mercy's Valk is pretty much useless. All the other heroes were really the only thing they're excelling at was their ult, and Mercy was kind of falling short since she was nerfed from her insane like 6-man res ult. 5-man result, so it's good to have it a bit buffed, I believe. Although me personally, I don't like Mercy players. Nothing we can do about that. Moira also is being nerfed. That is good. That is great. Moira is insanely OP. Self-healing is reduced from 30 to 20 health per second when she grasps with her biotic grasp. So that is nice. Doomfist, dude. Doomfist. This one in Sigma. I'm like, it's like Blizzard, like getting Christmas early, you know? This is like Christmas for me. Time to reach max shard increased from 1 second to 1.4 seconds. Okay, so it needs to take longer time in order to actually like one-shot people randomly. That's really nice. That's great. There's more time for enemies to stun him and etc. Shield health gain per hit reduced from 35 to 30. That's great. Doomfist cannot control you entirely if you manage to play against him now. Alright, because his shields won't be there for him as much as they were before. 5 health per hit is a lot. It stacks up, and I'm glad they did that. Summer Transfer Carrier cooldown increase from 4. I didn't nerf Summer just a bit in here. Nothing too important. Symmetra. That is also a big one for me. Duration reduced from 15 to 12 seconds for a photon banner. That is our ult. Our ult is really OP. It's reduced in here. I love it. Less health, less time. It's great. Nothing bad will come out of this. Sentry turret damage per second also reduced. Very good. Sentries does not require anything. It's just tactical. You place them here, place them there. So it's really, why would they have 50 damage per second if you just place them and you just don't worry about them until they're getting destroyed? You know, that's a lot of damage. Stacking up 3 sentries, that's 150 damage per second. It's for 1 second you step in to the sentry nest and you're getting melted. So if you're a squishy, if you're a tracer, you don't do your blinks, you're melted in 1 second. So now you get at least some more time to play around that. And funnel projectile, players impacted by a primary fire beam should now hear a louder impact sound. So they're aware Symmetry is on their face. Tracer has a buff. Damage fall starts at 13 meters, up from 10 meters. So she can effectively shoot targets at a greater range, although she will still be kept to her like short to medium range playstyle. So I'm very happy with this. I'm actually genuinely happy with those changes, with those nerfs and buffs and the adjustments. I think this will only do good for Overwatch. I think the community will respond accordingly, and I guess only time will tell, but I'm happy with this. Alright, this is basically saying less skilled heroes and less random, I don't know where that came from, but I'm dead sort of things, and more actually planning and taking your abilities and everything seriously, including your ultimate, and less shields. So that's just perfect. Now let's go to the game itself. I actually haven't opened it yet. Is this like the first time I open it there after the update? So I want to see what happens, dude. Obviously with new skins, we got a Halloween loot box. I'm kind of pumped, and the Halloween logo as well. Oh, it's awesome. I'm gonna open it, see what we get. Did we get a Genji emote? Pumpkin carve. Okay, so this one is old. That's an intro. It's fine, I'll get it. And some normal voice lines, I'm guessing. So I only get one Halloween related item, but it's fine. They do. Okay, so there we go. There's a new challenge, Junkrat Inferno. Win 9 games in quick play, arcade, or competitive. So just play the game, win, and you'll get the skin. I do want to see, actually. Can we see those here? Yeah, so it's an epic skin. All three of them are epics. Just divided by weeks. So right now we can get the Inferno skin for Junkrat, which is actually pretty cool. I like that. It's really sort of brings out the madness in Junkrat, you know? Like mayhem. Look at his face, it's just like molten lava, it's like burning. That's pretty cool. Let's watch some of the legendaries here. Pharaoh, I guess, for Ana. This is really unique. I'm not entirely digging it. The weapon itself looks like a skull. I like that, but not my type of Ana. Though. Okay, Ash is insane. This is beautiful. That is just pure art. I love this. I love this. Even the horns, dude, like a devilly sort of Ash. And Bob is looks like this rock giant with like again molten lava inside of him. That is big. And chains and everything. Dude, I love this. And the weapon as well. They really put their effort into this. Even the dynamite. That's really cool. Orisa demon. Alright, that's cute. That's cute. It's like one of those horses thingies, like, you know, they're not real, but I see where they're getting, where they're going for. Will-O-Wisp for Tracer. Okay. So this is like the other Tracer screen. She has a green one, like present from Christmas, I think. It reminded me of this one. The jingle skill from, I think it's Christmas. Yeah, it's winter. Okay, no, the same thing. So it sort of reminded me because of the boots here, right? Sort of carved away as well. But yeah, obviously this is like insane. It's like a jester or something. I don't know. It's really cool. I dig that. I want to see the rest. Scorpion for Widow. Okay. Alright, so this is probably by far the least hottest skin for Widow out there. It sure has this touch with the scorpion tail, you know, instead of her hair. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Still, Demon Hunter. Yeah, that's rad. Like as part of BlizzCon in-game goodies or by participating in the yeah, and this one was out. It was leaked or something. I already knew it was gonna be out. Zen has a stretch emote. Okay, that's nice actually. And then just victory poses and voice lines. I already see people spamming those voice lines. I already like picture it in my head. So right now, we can get many loot boxes just for playing like Junkenstein's Revenge again. And completing it, and you get a chance to do the achievements again on all of that. And they're bringing back the competitive elims. You can also see there's 7 options to choose here, right? There's 6 here and 1 here, to allow for the Junkenstein's Revenge and for the arcade to sort of show its diversity here. So that's really nice as well. Not sure how many people would go for competitive elims here. It could be nice. I never sort of liked it. Those like the Lucio Copable and all of that, and the competitive capture the flag. I never really was into that kind of mode, but they're out there. If you like them, you can play them until they're over, I guess, until the event's done. But yeah, easy top 500 for people who are looking for the logo and everything and all of that. So that's nice. So I think the main thing right now. This is my current account. I just placed today, and yeah, yikes, it's really low. I know tank is damage is flat. I know I'm like crying inside, dude. But with these nerfs, I really wanna like look a week ahead, and then like look back over here and see see the difference. You know, see where I get in a week from now. all right, with all these meta changes, because those meta changes are big. I think they'll benefit the Overwatch community. I think me personally, I will just skyrocket back to my normal SR, which is around masters to even high masters and GM at supports and all of that. So I don't know. I'm kind of hopeful. I just gave Overwatch another chance after being this close to like quit because of, you know, the meta and everything else and the community and the toxicity and everything. But at least you can see Blizzard is trying here. Okay, Blizzard has finally heard our voice, the player's voice, and for that, I personally thank them. I don't know if they're seeing this, but if you're out there, Blizzard, I appreciate what you've done. It's really nice to see that you take our feedback seriously, all right, and try to improve your game. Because the last few additions to the game and the changes to the game, they didn't feel like it. They didn't really feel like actually going, actually trying to make it better for everyone and just doing your thing and what you think is better. Obviously, it's your game. You can do whatever you want, but you gotta realize it's affecting a lot of people, and people have paid actual money to play this game. And like my example back at season 6, heroes like Briggs, Sigma, Moira, they didn't exist, and they changed the entire game. So those are things you have to consider, um, and make the game the best sort of version of Overwatch you can make, so everyone can enjoy it and the least amount of people will be disappointed. I know I'm happy with this. Only time will tell how much I will actually benefit from this, but I'm ready. I'm ready and excited to just start playing right now and going back to streaming. So if you guys learned anything in this video, if you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like. It does help out a lot. I do stream on Twitch. I'll link the Twitch link below on the description of the video. So if you want to check my streams, I usually stream around noon to afternoon CET. So those are the times. It's not really consistent, but the last 3 days I've been streaming like on all of them for at least 4.5, 5 hours on each stream. So if you're down for that, for some competitive Overwatch plays and maybe some quick plays with my buds on the Discord channel, we can do that as well. So I've been Lolo6. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.